Welcome back to Gene and
No.
Roger Talk Movies. And
I got sucked into it.
if you caught us last
No.
week, we were
No.
overjoyed about the fact that Gene would be reviewing Bambi the Reckoning today, which is
Sigh.
available on streaming at a high price. So just be
It's
warned.
like a $12 rental.
It is.
It's
It
like,
is.
what the fuck? I almost said it because I don't care anymore. Why do I do this to myself?
And let's get right in. Gene, where are you at with Bambi the Reckoning?
Oh my gosh, Roger, you almost guaranteed that I would like this movie, and I was like, okay, Roger knows horror, he knows his genre,
I do.
and he's clearly watched the movie. And when I was talking about it, he said, "Oh, I want to watch it again, just for
Yep.
just for coverage."
Gave them $24.
I had high hopes. I like to tell myself I have an open mind, like I'm open to new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Oh, this movie's just garbage. I hated this thing. It's just stupid as stupid can be. It's just like nothing's going on. Good movies are about things. Like The Ring it has a theme of fatherhood. The Audition, it's like a certain longing we all have for companionship like that. And Martyrs that's always search for the afterlife. What is really heaven?
Mm-hmm.
What is this thing? Everyone talks about it. Oh, I need to be saved. Saved from what? Well, somebody actually has the guts to actually explore that topic, and that's Martyrs. I appreciate movies like that, like Hereditary. It's like sometimes, your kids, you're not proud of your kids, and it's an uncomfortable thing. Yeah, what is this movie about? It's nothing. It's nothing. So there's a woman, there's a kid, and you just hate all the characters. There's no characters you like. You want them all to die. They're all just despicable, especially the kids. There's this 15-year-old kid who falls into this bear trap, and I do have to say that when the 15-year-old kid gets killed, that's a good ending. That's a good kill.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess the deal is, and this is kind of a thing in real life, is that there's lots of companies produce toxic waste in the production of these things that we enjoy in our quote unquote modern world. And anyway, toxic waste is very expensive to dispose of. It can be disposed of safely, but it's very expensive. So what happens is these organized crime has got into this. This is very well known. Is that they would set up this shell company, and then they would approach these chemical companies and says, "Hey, we'll dispose of your toxic waste for this amount of money, slightly less than what it would really cost." And so the company's like, "Okay, great. Well, here you go." They'll load up their toxic waste into these big tanker trucks. We've seen them. We've all seen them driving around. But what they'll do is, instead of properly dispose of it, what they'll do is they'll pick a rainy day. Real rainy day, and they'll drive their big tanker truck full of toxic waste, and then they'll just go to a country road, open the little valves, and while it's raining, they'll just drive down the country road, dumping the toxic waste right onto the road.
Mm-hmm.
This is well known. They've been doing it. I don't know if there's been a crackdown. I don't know, since our government's not doing much these days. I guess they're probably doing that again.
I don't
But
know.
I guess it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The toxic waste gets into the environment. Of course, deer and rabbits. They consume it. And of course, they turn into these hideous creatures. And I do have to say, the best part of the movie is when this 15-year-old kid gets lost in the woods because there's just a brat, and you just know he's going to get killed. But you're thinking that the deer's going to kill him, because the deer turns into this huge, hideous creature with its big teeth and horns, and impales people and tears people in half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all that going for you, think this movie would be good, and no, it's just terrible. But anyway, the rabbit, this kid's lost in the wood, and this rabbit comes up to him. And he's just a bad attitude kid. And so he goes up and he kicks this rabbit. And I'm just like, what's wrong with you? This is a rabbit. But then all of a sudden you see another rabbit come up. and then another rabbit come up, and then they're forming a perimeter around him, and another rabbit, another rabbit, another rabbit, and then right there, it's going to end bad, and it's going to end with a rabbit. And so they come at him, and he trips and he falls. His head gets stuck in a bear trap, which I guess the whole premise is there's a little organized crime ring, and they're disposing of toxic waste, right? And the dad of this kid is a terrible dad. And anyway, there's this shady characters, and they know about the Bambi. Bambi's drank the poison, is turned into the killer deer. So they want to trap him. And so, yeah, Roger, there's just nothing going on. You hate all the characters. The acting is awful. There's no coherence. There's no plot line. There's no tension. There's no. It's just like a one kill scene after another, loosely tied together with this, and the kill scenes aren't even that great. And on some level, you gotta make sense because there's one lady, she gets torn in half by the Bambi creature, and so you're thinking, oh, she's dead. That was kind of a good kill. But the organized crime figures find her top part of her torso, and she's still alive. And so the guy pulls out his knife and he ends it for her. How can you be alive? Your body's torn in half and you're still alive. That's just no way. It is impossible. Yeah, this movie is just... No, I didn't like this movie at all. I can't recommend it. It's a $12.99 rental. It's like, no, save your money. Go watch some of those other movies that I said. How many people out there have you seen Audition or Martyrs? Probably nobody. You need to watch these movies. And don't watch this one. Roger, I don't know if I have anything else to say.
Okay, very good. Because I
you like it.
So last week, was it, I think? I texted Gene, and I believe my text was, we've got to do Bambi the Reckoning. This movie is effing awesome. And this movie is effing awesome.
I wanted it to be awesome.
This, as far as I'm concerned, and horror movie fans will know what I'm talking about. This is the movie we've been looking for a long time. This is a movie that is going to bring you significant joy. And here's why.
Why?
First of all,
tell me why.
The runtime on this baby is like 80 minutes. Second of all,
because they ran out of things to do.
Here's 1.5 minutes of setup. It's a mom, her son, they're getting into a taxi cab to go supposedly out to the woods to meet up with dad. Mom and dad are divorcing.
Yes,
and stuff like that.
Terrible human being.
So you're thinking it's going to be one of these movies where we wait for a long time for anything really bad to happen. Nope. Bambi immediately shows up, trashes that cab, annihilates the cab driver, and it's a chase sequence then at that point.
But the cab driver is some moron.
Yeah, well.
There's whole sequences where he's like driving and he's looking down, looking for his Twinkie. And then, oh, by the way, I'm driving.
No. This movie, and follow me as I'm doing this. Because then they get into this house. There's a creepy grandma and a couple other characters. The grandma has some sort of telepathic connection to Bambi.
Grandma's clairvoyant for some reason.
And then there's this great sequence where there's a motion-activated light out in the backyard. And, of course, it goes on, and then it goes off, and the grandma goes up there to look, and then it goes on, and then, there's Bambi out there. Right at that moment, I was going, oh, crap, here's where the movie just completely sucks because it's going to be a siege movie where they're going to board up the house and they're going to just be fending off Bambi for the rest of the movie, and it's going to be kind of lame. Nope. Bambi just comes right into that fucking house and trashes the entire thing. There's a woman.
And then they're leaving and they got to get in a car.
There's a woman running into the bathroom. Bambi is way too big to go down the hallway. Bambi just savages the walls to get in there. And that is the exact moment where I texted you going, this movie is effing awesome.
Because Bambi's tearing through the walls.
Yeah, just
ripping through the drywall.
Stuff is just happening constantly in this movie. Then, yes, they get into this
that's the girl that gets
big Winnebago. Hey, where's our?
It doesn't start.
Where's our friend? They watch their friend get completely cut in half by Bambi, and I just love this movie. It just moves and moves and moves.
But I hated all those friends.
There's ridiculous kill scenes in this, such as Bambi has knocked a big giant tree over onto the road so the Winnebago can't go by, so they're going to chain up the Winnebago and move it. Bambi shows up.
Oh yeah.
The kid's behind the wheel for some reason. He floors
Why
it.
is he driving? Why is he driving?
I know. He floors it. The one guy, the uncle, gets wrapped up in the rope and gets dragged to his death. Oh no.
They dragged the guy. It doesn't make any sense.
This movie,
she would be driving.
This movie is great.
Why would you put your 10-year-old driving? Who doesn't even know how to drive?
No, he's even complaining. I don't know what to do as he's flooring it. It's
because he doesn't know what to do.
This movie is just great. And horror film fans, you are going to have a good time with this movie.
No, don't.
This movie brought me more joy than any movie in like the last 2 or 3 years has brought me. This movie is great, created by people who love to make movies clearly and know how to really ramp it up and make an awesome film. Take that, Gene.
No. Like that scene right there is like, it doesn't make any sense at all.
That's why it's great.
The mom telling the kid, and they come up with a plan, and the kid's protesting. It's like, I don't know how to do it. It's like, no, you got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do this for me.
And so what the plan is that he's got to drive while somehow she is in the passenger seat, but it's in England. They're on the other side of And then then the guy gets dragged to his death. Of course, they don't have no idea that they're dragging him.
Which is awesome.
And then much later down the road, they're ran out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
She goes in the back. Oh, there's a rope here. Oh, there's a body right here, and turns him over. It's totally dead. All of his skin has been rubbed off. It's dead.
Well, and then it cuts back to the kid going, "Mom, is he okay?"
It's just like, what kind of nonsense am I watching here? I spent $12.99 to watch this.
No, it is pure joy. Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I watched it twice, and I will watch it again.
You gave him 20. No, don't, Roger. Don't give any more of your money. You stop it. Stop it right now.
I'm giving them my money when this thing is released on 4K Ultra Blu-ray. I am buying this thing.
You're buying the disc for like probably $35.
Happily.
No, don't do it, Roger. No.
Happily.
Take your wife out to.
I will do that as well. That has no
fast food place or something.
No, this movie is great, and the scene that Gene's talking about with Thumper showing up, I love that as well.
That's the best scene. Love the rabbits all of us showed up, and the 15-year-old is just a terrible, bratty, stupid little kid, and then he gets his head caught in this bear trap, and he's screaming, and then all the rabbits they're just chewing, and then they just start chewing him, eating him alive. If they had just had more of that, that would have maybe redeemed it, maybe. But I hate it at the end too, is that there's this like sorry to interrupt, but this criminal mastermind, which is the leader of the gang, whatever. He's gonna get Bambi because his whole plan, because they had a little baby Bambi doe in a cage, and they're gonna put the cage out in the middle of the forest. But then the little kid comes and rescues Bambi and ruins their whole plan. And then Bambi kills 2 of the lieutenants, of course, So all of a sudden he's by himself. Can't execute the plan. Is all mad. Goes out and Bambi gets him. Like he's impaled on Bambi's horns, right? So you just think that he's dead. And he should be dead. But then Bambi comes back because then the little kid lets the fawn go. And Bambi's happy because he gets to meet his little fawn. And then that guy who was impaled on Bambi's horns shows up again. It's like, that's just like, you don't know how to end your movie, so you just make up something. It's something that just doesn't make sense within the continuity of the movie. Just a little more thought by the directors, a little more thought about how to, if you want to end up Bambi being killed, fine, but maybe some other way. But having this guy, miraculously, he survives.
I think in the continuity of this film, him surviving is perfectly within the continuity.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me.
You've had a girl get cut in half and still be alive.
But stuff like that is like, you don't have to go down that road. You make the movie better by making it more believable. Like you can understand that universe that you're creating, follows certain rules, and it has to follow some kind of laws of nature. I mean, of course I can give it to you that, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you kind of understand that, the toxic ooze created these super creatures. So you give that to them. Okay. But then everything else makes sense. But no.
We cannot disagree more.
We disagree pretty hard on this one.
This is one of the great movies of recent memory.
Not.
And it's part of the twisted childhood universe, which includes Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2, and Peter Pan, Neverland Nightmare. This is the one that's actually a real movie created with a lot of care and a lot of joy. I love the riff on Jurassic Park where Bambi's in the kitchen area and they're behind the thing and he's coming through there.
I thought about that and it's like, what in the world? Yeah.
But I just love this movie because just like I said earlier, you think one thing's going to happen and then something totally different happens. Random deaths just occur out of the blue. One of the guys gets decapitated horribly by Bambi, and I love that scene because right as you think he's going to do something, Bambi just out of nowhere tears his head right off.
But then the guy at the end survives, even though the guy's impaled on.
This movie is just a lot of fun and brought me a lot of joy.
So lot convenient of joy that he survives.
Just so good. This movie's good, and then of course
sloppy storytelling.
I know Gene did not stay for the end credits, but of course the last credit is Bambi will return, and I am there for it, baby. I am there for it. Yum yum yum. I'm eating this movie up.
Sad. Roger, your life, you could do much more fulfilling things with your life.
Oh, no. This is the kind of stuff that provides my fulfillment right here. And horror movie fans, you guys know what I'm talking about because we sift through hundreds and hundreds of hours of just garbage movies looking
like this one.
Looking for gems. Bambi the Reckoning is one of the gems that we look for.
No.
Tons of... This movie is great. No. It is just straight up great. I love everything about it. Everything Gene says that he hates, I'm completely reversed. Love.
It's just sloppy. Like I said, sloppy storytelling. There's just put some more thought. Just slow down. They just wanted to make a movie. I got to admit, and I got to give it to them, this movie is a ton better than that with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, where they weren't even really trying to make a movie there, and the special effects there were none, and the Bambi or the Winnie the Pooh character was just some big dude with a mask that didn't make any sense. It had these ears. It looked like a pig.
Right.
Didn't look like a Pooh Bear. That movie was just terrible.
No, I mean when Bambi.
But this movie is. Sorry, but tons better than that.
Yep.
It's much more cinematic. At least they're trying to make a plot, but maybe just try a little harder, and then you could turn this into a watchable movie.
So you are recommending it over Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So there is some level of recommendation going on here.
I guess if you're starving and you're just haven't eaten for a week, and you run into I don't know where to go with this analogy, but whatever. But no. There's, like I said, there's lots of good horror out there. Watch that. Like I listed off some movies at the beginning. Watch those.
Okay, Gene. Anything final to say?
No, I don't have anything more to say about that.
Okay, this is one of the great ones.
No.
Do yourself a favor and watch it. And actually, this would maybe be a good one where please watch it and then comment on Roger's an idiot or Gene's an idiot.
That would be great.
That, right? Because I really do believe if you are a long-time horror film fan that's seen everything out there, you will find great joy with this. But
they don't do anything new. We've seen it all before. But anyway, watch it. But it's going to be a $12.99 rental. I mean, if you want to do that,
I'm sure in another month it'll be on a regular streaming service for just free. But
yeah,
probably. But anyway, Gene, we have no idea what we're doing next.
I told you. I looked it up. It's right here. It's right. Oh my! I lost it. Darn it. Netflix has a series called Fear Street. I mean, we just reviewed this piece of garbage. I've never seen one of the Fear Street movies. There's a new one called Fear Street Prom Queen.
Okay, I've seen that.
You've seen it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look happy.
Well,
it might be a movie where we watch it and I really like it, and then you hate it.
I can't imagine that would be possible, but we will maybe do that next week, or maybe it'll be something completely different. Give us some time to think about it.
But Fear Street it's a series. It's available on Netflix, easily available. It's modern. It's out there right now.
Yeah.
So watch Fear Street Prom Queen. We'll talk about it next week.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Roger's not sold.
But hey, thanks for tuning in.
Don't watch Bambi.
Definitely watch Bambi. and we'll be back next week with something else. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye.